Hello, everyone. My name is Ellen Johnson with Nova Vita, and I just wanted to take a moment to tell you a bit about the Nova Vita brand and how it came to be. So, back in 1998, when I was 20 years old, I was diagnosed with lupus. And at the time, I was actually very grateful to have a name to all of the many different symptoms that I had coped with dating back to a very young age. I was probably 11 years old the first time I was hospitalized for something that they couldn't figure out. I thought that having a diagnosis would keep me from being coined a hypochondriac and that I could stop thinking that I was crazy for always having something just not feel quite right. I really thought, oh, good, I know now what's wrong and now I'll get better. Well, the opposite happened. The medication I was given made me feel more sick. I felt like none of the doctors I was seeing at the rheumatology clinic were actually listening to me. And instead, they just kept giving me medication after medication with so many side effects that I felt worse than I had when I first started that. By the time I was 22, I was at the end of my rope. I was sicker than I'd ever been. I was done with the medications but didn't know what to do, and it was just a really dark time in my life. So, not knowing much about holistic medicine, I was really hesitant about going to see a chiropractor that had been recommended to me by a friend after I was venting about my frustrations. But I took a leap of faith and it ended up changing my entire life. The practitioner took the time to listen to me. He taught me about whole body health, and he ended up being really one of the greatest mentors in my life, not just with my health, but also with my career. I ended up growing so much, not only in learning how to better take care of my body, but through the relationships that I built at that time, I ended up shifting my entire career focus so that I could be at the forefront of the chiropractic industry and the naturopathic industry. I just wanted to work in every aspect, from doing medical screenings to managing clinics and staff, being the director of marketing, learning about billing. I was addicted to learning about everything I could in the holistic health industry. I had worked my way up to being vice president of two different medical device companies, and I even spent 2 years in the pharmaceutical industry learning about compound pharmaceuticals and supplement manufacturing. I really just wanted to engulf myself in all of that knowledge. Well, in 2015, my health took a drastic turn due to just some stressful things I had going on in my own personal life. I noticed that I started to drop things. I was having a lot of problems with my dexterity, and I ended up being diagnosed with MS. And then about 6 months later, after that diagnosis, I was told that the brain lesions in my brain were indicators of ALS. And to say I was shocked was an understatement. I remember just sitting there looking at the practitioner and I'm like, wait, what? ALS has a life expectancy of 3 years. Like, I have 4 kids. I am not going to die in 3 years. And I was so frustrated. And at that point, I knew that it was up to me to try to fully understand the inner workings of my body. If you look up disease in the dictionary, the definition in the very first line says, disease is a disorder of structure or function in a human. Okay, so what is out of order? At that point, after all I'd been through and all of these amazing practitioners I'd spent so much time growing around, I knew that I needed to hone in on my nutrition. I needed to know what my body was missing that kept me from being able to heal quickly and to fight infection and disease and to just overall feel good for more than a short amount of time. So I went back to school and became a certified nutrition counselor for the purpose of helping myself. I really just wanted to understand everything so that I could heal my own body. What I uncovered was the missing piece that I needed to take my last 2 decades of experiences, both in my career working with practitioners in pretty much every aspect of their clinics, but also in my own personal journey to optimal health. What I uncovered was a new life. And that's what Nova Vita means. It's Latin for new life. So why did I choose Latin instead of English? Well, because Latin has been around for 2,700 years. And to me, that signifies a really long journey. And that is what optimal health is. It's a journey of figuring out how to balance all the obstacles that are thrown our way to keep us from being the happiest, healthiest, and most vibrant version of ourselves. At Nova Vita, we want to provide you with those building blocks. Let us handle the very labor-intensive task of figuring out what nutrients your body needs and what your body is going to thrive on. You just worry about figuring out the rest of the stuff. We welcome you to the Nova Vita family. We're so excited to be part of your journey, and we're excited to keep learning alongside with you. If there is something that comes out in the market that we're like, whoa, that is a way better product than we have, we're going to change our formularies. We're going to do whatever we can to make sure that we're always bringing you the best products, the cleanest products, the most sustainable products, and things that are going to help you on that journey. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.